Have we lost the fight against Galamsey? Has the enemy won? 0302 216 541 or 055 1111 997. So 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. We're hoping for some first-time callers today, but we'll start with an old friend. This is Ben from Adenta. Hi, Ben.
Yeah, hi, Koju. How are you?
Very well, thank you. It's good to hear from you.
Yes. The fight against Galamsey has been lost, at least for now. If you look at what's happening, there was a police station. Somebody reported on the media, even if not to you, that they are mining at the back of your station. They didn't go to arrest the miners. Rather, they had time to issue a press release that no report was made to them, which means that they are blind. So the fight has been lost. Organized labor was our last resort, but also their front was broken. If you take a look at the chief of Globonso's report that came out, chasing out cheddar from campaigning in his town, saying that it's a town for you, which means that, because he didn't come to seek permission, which means that nobody can mine in those areas if the chiefs don't give you consent. All Ghanaians were against this. People are dying, as experts have spoken about. And this is suicide, as one of your partners even said today. So it's a shame that national security will spend our resources to meet a section of organized labor, and this is simply divide and rule. Mind you, national security's budget is not accounted to us directly. They meet in camera. We never know how they spend their money. So what is happening? This is simply divide and rule strategy, and I'm surprised that old people in organized labor will kowtow to this if what Professor Jampo is saying is what we can go by. So it's really a shame, and I don't understand why we live in a country and our conscience cannot tell us to do the right thing. Government will not act. You gave government 30th September. They didn't even mind you. They called you to Alisa Hotel, according to Professor Jampo, and the 7-day deadline, they didn't meet it. They are still mining on our river bodies with their big champagnes. They are still in our forests, and I don't understand it. So Parliament, NDC, MPP, they were there for this thing to be done, that a bill was passed and signed for people to go into our forest reserves, to go and mine there, and the president cannot even give certificate of urgency, so the parliament is recalled, and that thing is revoked. Give me more time. If you take Fourier test example, that more time will mean how many months for his term to expire? Just a few months. Nothing is going to be done, and it's a shame. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thanks for calling. Let's go to Pram. Another old friend is on the line. Hello, Shem.
Hello, Kojo. Last week, my friend, great idea to everybody in the studio, and kudos to the team still. Yes, last week, my friend, I remember telling our Winston and everyone there, I can bet my last 100 Ghana cedis. These people will back down. First things first, any Ghanaian, any forward-thinking Ghanaian who is planning to vote for MPP and NDC should be considered an enemy of the state. Should be considered an enemy of the state. Now, this is not organized labor. This is disorganized labor. This is disorganized labor. This is disorganized labor. If this was the last stance, this was the last call, this was the last tactic to be played by everybody to demonstrate our frustration with the system where gold is being mined by individuals who are not even paying the right taxes. Gold is being mined by people in waterways, and we all know water is life. Why should we even attach them to us and by saying that we are even called some sort of organized labor? Chale, it is sad. Yesterday I saw it. I knew this would be the outcome, but I was a bit hesitant in my reality to say that I don't want to believe this will happen. So when I finally heard it, I said, "Oh Ghana, what next, Kojo?" I also have a question for you. What next? What are we going to do next? These people have been in office for 8 years. Successive governments haven't fought it. These people have been 42 months awaki. Let us stop settling for mediocrity. Let us stop this, the average Ghanaian. And it's something with both parties. They are the only people in parliament now, MPP and NDC. The moment we say we accept them, it means we are accepting mediocrity, we are accepting myopicness, we are accepting misguided dealings. And this is what we do to ourselves, Ghana, every year. The year is coming. We still want to do MPP and NDC. Look, let me tell you something. The presidential candidacy is not a November, December remedial exams. For two people in the presidency to attempt at rewriting their wrongs or something. The presidency is our highest office. So be a went to my and then vice president now, waiting to coin in our conosi, man mandate to my baby. Why can't the average Ghanaian see the light in these two submissions? MPP and NDC are enemies. They are the ones killing the state. Let us look. If Kwame Nkrumah's CPP is now obsolete, this is a show on point in why do MPP and NDC think that Ghana cannot operate without them? We, the people, should demonstrate to come in this election. Thank you very much, Kodo.
Thank you, Shem. Isaac James is at University of Ghana. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, KY. How are you?
We do. Yourself?
My regards to my neighbor, the ancestor, and my friend.
Isaac James, I thought you were at Abokobi. You've now moved to University of Ghana.
No, I've come to work.
But it's where the man is qualified.
Allow the man to go from his location of employment. Isaac, don't mind him. Continue.
In fact, I want to say that we, the people of Ghana, we have not given up. And we know politicians have failed us, but the most people that I am so much disappointed in, it's the police and the military. They have really failed us. And I want to tell them that the youth, we will take the city or the country into our hands to protect the country. And we will come with no weapon. So if they know how to use their weapons, they should use it on the Galamsey, those who that are destroying our country now. When we rise up and we are coming, nobody should take their weapon, because we will not come with weapons. We will come with our heads. And what we want to be done will be done before we will leave. Anywhere we go, whether it's parliament, anywhere. So please, if they know how to use their weapons, they should go and use it to stop these people from destroying this country. We are tired of this nonsense. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Isaac. All right, we're going to Kwashiman. This is Nick Papo. Nick, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, small. Yourself?
God is in charge. A friend of mine said, "Yes,
What does that mean?
That means Jesus is at work.
Hey, Nipapo. That is your other version of it. We take it like that.
Yes, sir.
We started losing this fight when we did the wrong troubleshooting. Some of us, about a year ago, started talking about the ineptitude and the complicity of chieftaincy. Our kings and our queen mothers. Look, yesterday I sat in a taxi and a gentleman we were discussing this issue, and the gentleman said that he is from the Ashanti region and that his auntie is a queen mother. He went to a funeral 2 weeks ago and was asking of the auntie. She was going around collecting envelopes from the Galamsey people. There is a gentleman who I think is Razak. He was on GTV 2 weeks ago. He was giving so much detail. He said he had been in Galamsey for 8 years. He said there is nobody who can go and do Galamsey and not get the involvement of the chief. He said they come to do the libation for them to do it. To the extent that he was giving so much detail that Kapui asked him to stay on the line when he finished so that the producer would speak to him. The only notable person, apart from this coalition and or even media, you are treating these queens and chiefs and the queen mothers with kid gloves. They are complicit. Are we saying that Otunfo cannot cut Utumi to size because he come with a certain permit? The only person who is able to look to authority or speak truth to power in the case of these chiefs and kings is Sheikh Arimiya Shabu. Every Thursday when he comes on GTV, he will toast when they discuss. He will toast to end Galamsey by calling on the Nananum He will use the dirty water that has been fetched from those polluted rivers that are on display on Kapu's desk. And then they will bring what do we call it? A wine glass, pour it in, and then he will tell them, no, this is not Perez or juice. It is the water you have allowed to be polluted. So we are toasting. So don't drink. We are just toasting to. So let us speak to the chiefs and the kings who can tell people, presidential candidates, not to leave their towns. Please, media, talk to them. So far, what have they done? Take the original House of Chiefs, National House of Chiefs, Queen Mothers Association. What have they done so far to prove that they are not inept or they are not complicit?
Right. Thank you very much, Nick Bakpo. We're going to Tema. Hello, Boutros.
Yeah, Chief, how are you?
Not bad, my boss.
Long time.
You don't call us.
My confirm never came.
Hey, who owes whom a confirm?
Maybe you are afraid to poison me. Anyway, well, I think that if you look at the proceedings that have happened over the last 4 or 5 days, you will come to one conclusion that every stakeholder or all of the stakeholders in this Galamsey fight is either beneficiary of the treat, or they do not appreciate the gravity of the situation at hand. Because look, this is not like you are in Accra and you are going to Tema, where you have 2 or 3 places to pass. Like you pass motorway, some will pass centers, and some will pass beach road. This one, you have no alternative. Water is water. And we are being told by Ghana Water that the machines that are being used to treat water cannot detect hard metals, heavy metals. This means that even if you are drinking from either it's bottled water or anything, you strictly be affected. And our leaders don't understand this. Our leaders don't understand. But could you look at this situation? We have members of parliament, elements of this government who are involved in Galamsey. We have Dr. Frimpong Boasin, Professor Frimpong Boasin, who came to us and told us the whole world that the Galamsey campaigns are the Flagstaff House. We will be a fool to think that these people are going to stop Galamsey. It will never happen. I saw, or I have seen, or I have heard the president say that it will be over his dead body that he is going to declare a state of emergency on Galamsey. It will never happen. And this is what they are doing. This is what this government is doing. And they have made up their mind that they are not going to stop Galamsey because they are beneficiaries of this street. But no problem. December 7th will come. If they have made up their mind not to stop Galamsey, we will stop Galamsey by voting them now out. Thank you.
Thank you, Boutros. Chidiak is in South La. Hi, Chidiak.
Good morning.
Good morning, my boss.
They say when you put trust in human beings, you fail. You see, we put trust in organized labor. We have failed. But I will just tell the citizens, they will not fail because the hope is yourself. We have our terms there. On that day, when you are going to vote, show that you are not a failure. You can effect a change. Please play Nyakota Mekru's speech for us. Bitterness in governance. Thank you.
Thank you, Chidiak. Thanks to all of you who have called us. Chidiak, Boutros, Nick Bakpo, Isaac, Shem, and Ben.